want to start with an exciting announcement. The Department of Defense and HHS made an announcement today at what will be the country's first over-the-counter at-home COVID test. The test is made by a company called Ellume, and it's on a testing platform that was developed in the NIH's RADx initiative. Now, these are over-the-counter, self-performed test kits that can detect COVID with roughly 95% accuracy within 15 minutes. They can be used if you feel symptoms of COVID-19 and also for screening for people without symptoms so they can safely go to work, to school, and to events. They are appropriate for people ages 2 and older. The test is performed in what is called a mid-turbinate nasal swab, which basically means it's less invasive than the long nasopharyngeal swab that people may have seen on the news. After you take the swab, you put the sample into a digital analyzer, which will send a result to your smartphone in about 15 minutes. Making easier-to-use tests available to every American is a high priority with obvious benefits. Ellume has been ramping up manufacturing and will ship 100,000 test kits per month to the U.S. from February through July. That's good, but it's obviously not where we will need to be. So, I'm excited to announce that today, the Department of Defense and HHS has awarded $230 million to Ellume in order to scale the manufacturing base and capacity of this easy-to-use test. Thanks to this contract, they'll be able to scale their production to manufacture more than 19 million test kits per month by the end of this year, 8.5 million of which are guaranteed to the U.S. government. The ability to quickly test, to contact trace, and quarantine is a linchpin of our national strategy and will be a vital part of containing the virus and stopping community spread. But in the interim, and while vaccines are still being rolled out, as Dr. Walensky repeatedly reminds us, wearing a well-fitting mask is vital. Without masks, the virus and the new variants will have too easy a time continuing to grow. The CDC is systematically looking at strategies to minimize spread and locations where spread is highest, and public transportation is one of their priority areas. On the president's first full day in the office, he issued an executive order requiring mask wearing during travel. Now, on Friday afternoon, the CDC issued an order requiring travelers to wear masks when utilizing public modes of transportation, like planes, buses, trains, and ships. And after that order was issued, the TSA announced directives to the public transportation sector to require masking. This is a very meaningful step, and it's also a patriotic one that improves safety and demonstrates respect for those around us. Next, I want to give an update to our vaccination program. We know that even as millions of Americans are getting vaccinated, many who are eligible for the vaccine are still frustrated as they try to make appointments and determine where vaccines are available. We have been steadily increasing the rate of vaccine administrations with a 7-day average now of 1.3 million vaccines a day. As of last evening, over 25 million Americans have had at least their first shot. That's 1 in 13 Americans, 1 in 10 adults. We've talked here about the difference that exists between the amount of vaccine we have shipped to states and the number of vaccines that have been administered. We've now delivered 50 million vaccines, and 31 million have been administered. Okay, so one question everyone has is, why is there such a difference? 19 million between the doses delivered and administered. Let me explain some of the source of that difference. When the rollout of the vaccine first began in December and early January, it's no secret that the program got off to a slow start. This slow start obviously caused a delay in people getting their first doses. But not only did this delay first doses, but it created a backlog of second doses that have been sitting in states waiting for the 3 to 4 week period to pass before they can be administered. That's 3 weeks in the case of Pfizer and 4 in the case of Moderna. Given this, as people begin to come back for their second shots, in addition to all of the other continued improvements that we are witnessing and participating in state vaccination programs, we expect the efficiency of doses being administered will steadily improve. On January 20th, states had administered 46% of their inventory. Today, that number is 62%. We are focused on this every hour of every day.